filmed a video a couple of days ago with Carlo, and I'm umming and ahhing about whether to post it or not, because it's not really my usual content. I normally like to do something like on this channel, like an in-depth conversation or a specific topic. And although this is a specific topic, it's a very YouTuber-y thing to do. And I'm not sure if I'm comfortable with it or not. I feel like it's just silly and frivolous and a bit pointless, really. But it's something that we get asked often, and it's something that I'm interested in watching. Basically, it's a what's in my bag. And we often get asked what's in Carlo's rucksack, what's in my bag, what's in my dad's bag. And excuse me, it's one of those things that I've never really thought about doing until the other day when I bought a new bag and I had to do the changeover and thought, oh, shall I film this? Shall I make a video out of it? So I did, and then I felt a little bit silly because even Carlo, at the very beginning of the video, he goes something like, I'm here because Nikki wants to make the most boring video on YouTube. And yes, I agree with him. It is boring compared to what we usually do, but I think it's just like, you know, when you go to a hairdresser's and you pick up a magazine that you probably would never buy, and you just sit there and you read through it and you quite enjoy yourself. So that's what I'm hoping this video will come out as, just a little bit of fluff, just something for a tea break maybe, to enjoy yourself, have a look, see what's in my bag. I don't think there's really anything that exciting in there, it's all the usual stuff. And next week, it's going to be a much more interesting topic. Now, Elizabeth and I have sat down again and had another chat, and it's quite a long one, and it's quite an interesting one. We were hesitant about, I think everything we do, we're hesitant about whether we should do it or not. But this particular subject that we talk about, we both looked at each other like, should we, shall we? So we have talked about it. I think we've both held back quite a bit and tried to be nice as possible about it, but we've got the point across. Anyhow, that's next week's video, so you have to wait for that. And this week's video is, yeah, just a very simple, very easygoing, light-hearted, what's in our bags.
Hello everywhere, I'm here because Nikki decides to do the most boring video in the YouTube world.
In the YouTube world.
YouTube world. It is video from YouTube, no? For YouTube.
Yes, yes. Very, very boring. For men maybe, but not for women. So I bought a new bag the other day. This is it. It's nothing special, it's just a new bag. I needed a new bag because when I'm in Tuscany, this is the bag I use. And then when I come back to Positano, it's not big enough. Because when we go out here, we need to bring everything with us, and you don't know whether it's going to be cold or hot, or if the dogs are going to need a drink, or if you're going to be out all day, and I end up bringing a lot, and this bag is way too small. So this bag from now on will be my Tuscany bag, and will stay in Tuscany. This video, by the way, is of what's in my bag, if you haven't got it. This is the bag I've been using for the last 3 or 4 years, and it is filthy. I've washed it in the washing machine many times, but I think it's like, it's not on its last legs. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just very, very dirty on the front and stained and faded, and I can't do anything about that. But it's a great bag and it served me well, but it's time to smarten myself up a bit. So,
Ma è bello, questo è...
sì, è bello. And I've got another one exactly the same in a maroon or wine colour, which is in Tuscany. Which I use less because I can use nice bags there because I don't need to cart everything around with me. But the other day we were in Sorrento and I bought this bag, which I love because it can be a tote bag, which is what I was actually looking for. So I was looking for a tote bag to wear like that, but handy for Positano, it can also be a rucksack like that. So it's like doubly useful. So what I'm going to do is transfer everything from this bag into this bag and let you see what I've got. Starting with microphones, which we might actually put on.
Yeah.
Let's put these on now. So these are our little microphones that we try to use. See if you can see the difference. Have I found a toothbrush?
Yes, my darling. Ma funzionerà se lo...
Non lo so, stacchi un attimo. And we're back. So we've just had to change phones. We're basically filming with my phone at the moment. No, we were filming with my phone, and now we're filming with Carlo's phone because the microphone doesn't have the right bit to go into my phone. I need to get a new microphone. Anyhow, so the microphone is the first thing I've pulled out of my bag. Obviously the second thing is my phone, which is now in my bag. It wasn't before. And it's not often in my bag because I've normally got it in my hand in case I need to film something. Put that there. We'll start with this pocket. House keys, car keys. My scooter keys are with my Positano house keys. And then the Tuscany house keys are on another key ring, which is now in my travel bag. And that's empty. In here, the most important thing is a selfie stick, which is always with me wherever I go, because you never know when you're going to need to open it up and put it somewhere and set up a shot. So that is always very important. Another very important thing is a hair clip, so I can tie my hair back if I need to. That's always in there. It's winter, so at the moment we've got a woolly hat. Obviously in the summer I don't have a woolly hat in my bag. And I have a spare top. I often have one of these in my bag because you never know if it's going to get hot or cold, and you might not be able to go home when you live in Positano with 500 steps. These tops, I've got about 6 of these, one in every colour. They're from Intermissimi and they're cashmere blend little thermal tops, extremely thin and extremely warm. And on the same subject, my gloves. There we go. Vuoi andare a prendere la tua borsa?
Ah, ok, sì.
Non toccarci il microfono così.
Ok, non penso che
Non
prenderà.
vai là, inizi a chiacchierare.
Ok, però volevo dire che la tua borsa sembra la borsa di Mary Poppins, che tiri sempre più roba da dentro.
There's a lot of stuff in here, yeah.
Sì, la mia borsa è molto più grande, ma non c'è tutta questa roba.
Okay, go get it.
Vado.
I have a snack. I have some chocolate covered wholemeal rice snacks. Always need snacks in your bag. My wallet. This is a Gucci wallet. This is a very extravagant purchase that I bought about 4 years ago on Capri with Elizabeth. We had this little thing where every year we'd go to Capri and treat ourselves to one designer purchase. And one year I got a Gucci wallet. Elizabeth nearly always gets a scarf. She gets like a Gucci scarf, which she wears at work nearly every day. I got a wallet because I knew it would last for years, and it's pink. These glasses are for driving and reading. They are varifocals, and this is the best glasses case because look how thin it is. It saves so much space compared to my sunglasses, which are in a big bulky case like that. Now I'm going to get another one of these when I go back to England. They're from a brand called Naoa. And what are you looking at me like that for? Come here, Holly. Minnie. Okay, you're sitting down there now. And yeah, they're just really, really slimline and handy. I'm really pleased with them. I bought Sky a pair for Christmas as well. But they were from a little shop in Cobham next to Waitrose, and I think it was called Evie Loves Toast, and they were on the counter if you're interested and you live near Cobham. I also have in here a Ziploc bag full of doggy biscuits for treats for when we're out. And my shopping bag. This is such a handy thing. This is a bag that I picked up from, you can get them in that, what's that big bookshop in England? Waterstones bookshops. They always have these, and they're just shopping bags. You know, I can't get it out. It comes in its own pouch. It's one of those, and they're so lightweight and they're so handy, and I always have it. The shopkeepers here are always very impressed with me. In my inside pocket, I have my Christian Dior Lip Glow Colour Reviver Balm, and I have these scattered everywhere in every single colour that they have. This is the darkest one, and it just gives a slightly red tinge, but it's a lovely feeling on the lips. Don't go anywhere without that, and I'm very upset if I managed to leave that behind. I have a hand wipe that's shaped like a fish. Where did we get that from? Which I stole from a restaurant somewhere.
Sì, quella è bellissima.
Yeah. I have more dog treats, doggy chews. I have the glasses cleaner. I have a lip liner, L'Oreal Beige Anu nail file. Oops. Hair clip, 2 ibuprofen. And then in the back pocket, the padded pocket, I have a little Ziploc bag with some tea bags in it and some more headache medicine, which is dissolved in water, just in case. I don't want to be anywhere and get a headache, because if I get a headache and I don't take something, it turns into a migraine. I have my little notebook, which I like to take everywhere with me, because I like to scribble down notes and lists and ideas and plans and things, so that's there. I did have a really nice pen to go with that, but I think that might be in the maroon bag in Tuscany, because it's definitely not here. And my faithful Kindle, which comes everywhere with me. Now, yes, of course, I love reading books, but living in Italy, English language books are very expensive, hard to come by, so it's much more easier for me to buy a Kindle, and I have Kindle Unlimited, and I can just read books and books and books, and I get through about, well, I read 80 books last year, so you do the maths, and the year before I read over 100, so it's definitely worth me having a Kindle. I think that's empty. I can feel something in the secret back pocket. This bag has got lots of secret containers. Dog bowl, so that they can have a drink wherever we go. Poo bags in the side pocket. Tissues in the other side pocket, because a lot of public bathrooms in Italy don't provide toilet paper, so you always have to have a box of tissues with you. More poo bags. That's where all the poo bags went. And I think that's it. Yes, that's it. That's what's in my bag. Now I get to put it in my new bag, and you can show us what's in your bag.
Oh, sure. Poo bags. Solo che le mie sono così, sono sciolte. Poi filtri per il drone.
What do you need them for? For the sun?
For the sun.
For the sun and snow.
SD card. Asset for, come si dice eliche in inglese?
Propellers? A set of propellers? Who carries around a set of propellers in their day bag?
Sì, per il drone. Poi altre poo bag.
We should get sponsored by poo bags.
Cable. Light.
Is that for the drone? What's that for?
Yeah, sometimes I need to light.
Okay.
Cable. Tissue.
Tissue.
Tissue. And a small,
Very small.
come si chiama questo in inglese?
Tripod.
Tripod. Pen. Battery.
I don't need 2 packets of poo bags, do I?
Drone. Remote control for drone. Finish.
Finished, and that's it. That's all
Yeah.
you have in that bag.
Yeah. Yeah. But missing something.
What are you missing?
Un pantaloncino per il mare.
Swimming trunks.
Yeah. E manca anche qualche snack che quando io non c'è perché l'ho mangiato. Però oh, thank you. Sempre porto qualcosa da mangiare per me, perché so che Nikki non è come me, può stare tutto il giorno fuori senza mangiare, io no. Io a un certo punto ho fame e voglio mangiare qualcosa.
Well, that's not true. I think he's better at not snacking than I am. I love snacking. I snack all the time when I'm at home. I've got no chance of ever getting back into shape because I snack too much. But you don't. You go out and you work all day. You don't eat, you don't drink. Sometimes you get me to bring you water, but you don't eat anything.
Perché io a un certo punto mi siedo, andiamo al ristorante e mangiamo. Ma se non è possibile, mangerò qualcosa al volo, no? Ecco qua.
There we go. I'm really pleased with that bag. It was about €120, which isn't too much. It is leather. And what brand is it? Let's see. I've never heard of it. Effetti. Made in Italy. Never heard of the brand, but it's just a very simple bag. But I just love the fact that it can be a rucksack, which is really handy here in Positano. Going down all the steps, it's just nice to be hands-free. well, you're not really your hands free so that you can hold something else in your hands. So I can put this on my back and then have Indy on the lead and my phone in my hand, and I'm not like walking around with my bag trying to keep it slipping off my shoulder. So yes, there we go. Hope you enjoyed that. Thank you for watching.
Sì, grazie per vedere tutte queste cose molto interessanti.
I'm sure we'll come up with something more interesting next time. See you in the next video. Bye.
Bye.
I do kind of wish that I'd filmed this video yesterday instead of the day before, because yesterday my bag was way more interesting because there was a few random things in it that aren't obviously not normally in my bag. But we had yesterday 2 avocados from a tree in Praiano. Avocados do grow here in this area, and apparently there's some ripe at the moment, so I got given a couple, which was lovely. And what else did I have in my bag that was weird? Half a cake. We went around to Elizabeth's house for lunch and she'd made 2 big cakes, and they ended up giving us like this huge chunk of cake. That went in my bag. And also 5 various sized eggs from her chickens, and a piece of sheet music for the piano version of Howl's Moving Castle, which me and Sky are trying to learn on the piano at the moment. So there we go, a silly, frivolous video this week. Next week's topic is much more serious. Elizabeth and I sit down and tell you our experiences of giving birth in Italian hospitals. So that makes for a very interesting discussion. So don't miss that one next week on Wednesday on Aperitivo 50. Also, don't forget we've got videos, both of us, on our channels. So Elizabeth, her channel is Goat Morning Amalfi Coast, and her videos come out every Saturday on her life living in Positano on the Amalfi Coast. And her life is very different from my life. My videos come out on Nikki Positano, or the Positano Diaries, on a Sunday. And that will be, that's our main channels. So those are weekly vlogs. So there's like a whole weekly vlog of all the things that we've done during the week. And each week is very, very different. This channel we're keeping much more simple and in-depth, so we sort of go more in-depth into one subject, like what's in my bag, or what's it like giving birth in an Italian hospital, or other conversations. We've had conversations about Italian words, and even just cooking stuff and having a chat while I'm cooking. So let me know how you're enjoying this channel. Is there anything you'd like me to do instead of what you're seeing? Have you got any suggestions? We do take into consideration any ideas that people give us, and we always have a notepad when we read through comments at the end of the videos, and we write down any interesting questions that people ask. So we do consider those as topics. In fact, in next week's video we do answer a couple of questions that people sent through before we get on to the hospital stories. Anyhow, thank you very much for watching. I won't take up any more of your time. I hope you all have a wonderful week, and I'll see you very soon.